It has been politics of who is mighty or who is powerful in the current political scene of the presidential seat as we are gearing towards the 2027 general elections, with President William Ruto being on the top of the country and the opposition chiefs, the one with a bigger voice being Rigathi Gachagua. So President William Ruto has went ahead to destroy the opposition, saying that there is no way he is going to hand over power to the current opposition chiefs that led by Rigathi Gachagua, because he believes that the opposition chiefs have no a complete agenda for this country. They have no complete agenda rather than saying Ruto must go or Ruto must serve for only one term and he will be voted out by Kenyans on June 2027. On August 2027, that is. So President William Samoei Ruto has went ahead to face the opposition by their names at calling out the loudest dog being Rigathi Gachagua, saying that there is no way that he is going to allow power to transit from him to Gachagua or to any other political chief in the Gashagua's ground, even if we will be legally elected by the people of the Republic of Kenya, because he believes that Kenya is more bigger than the current politics and the political mayhem that is going on in this country. President William Samoei Ruto has attacked opposition leaders, claiming they have no plans for the country's progress beyond promoting tribal politics. Ruto said he cannot hand over power to the opposition in 2027, asserting that their own goal is to remove him from office with no clear agenda for Kenya's development. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua countered Ruto's comment, stating that the constitution does not provide for handing over of power. Rather than the power, someone who is elected assumes the top political seat directly. President William Samoei Ruto has once again hit out at opposition leaders, terming them clueless. During a church service at Kivanywa Primary School on Sunday, June 15th, Ruto vowed not to hand over power to the current opposition in 2027. According to the end of state, he cannot hand over power to the opposition, which has no plans for the country's progress beyond promoting tribal politics. Ruto questioned the opposition's intentions, arguing that they are only interested in advancing tribal politics at the expense of development. According to Ruto, the opposition led by his former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua is only interested in removing him from office and not resolving the challenges facing Kenyans. The other people have no plan. Don't waste time on them. We will not hand over power to people who have no plan. The only plan is that Ruto must go. How will that help Kenyans and the country? It will help us very much, Mr. President, because all the Kenyans believe that the den that we are in, or the current hole that we are swimming in of problems and economic struggles, was dug by your people, or was dug by the Kenya Kwanza MPs led by you, imposing taxes on everything that was often free during the Uhuru Kenyatta's government. Remarks by President William Samoei Ruto has attracted a strong response from Gachagua, who said it was a clear indication that Ruto has sensed defeat in the upcoming 2027 general elections. Speaking in Kirinyaga County, the former deputy president said the opposition is not worried about the remarks, arguing that the constitution has no provision for handing over power. It's good that you have admitted you will be defeated, but there is no provision for handing over power in the Kenyan constitution. What exists is the usurpation of office, Gachagua said. Gachagua stated that no leader has the authority to block or deny Kenyans their fundamental rights, including voting out an unpopular government. Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya outlines the sovereignty of the people and the supremacy of the Constitution. It declares that all sovereign power resides in the people of Kenya and that they can exercise their power directly. No individual, no leader, and no authority can claim to hold the sovereign right to block or deny Kenyans their fundamental right to exercise their will, he ended. We all know that there is no way Gachagua is going to sit down and watch as President William Ruto is elected for the second term of leadership, or for the second term as the President of the Republic of Kenya. So Gachagua has to fight tooth and nail to ensure that President William Samoei Ruto does not ascend to power on a second term. Earlier, the president fired political salvos at his former deputy in testifying a public rift that has reshaped the country's politics ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking on Monday, May 26, during the launch of Human Wildlife Conflict Compensation Fund, the head of state tore into the Democracy for the Citizens Party DCP Linda Ruto accused Gachagua of stalking tribal animosity and promoting a brand of politics that belong to the past. If there is someone who should not even be speaking of political realignment or tribal politics, should be President William Ruto, because we all know that this man, if it matters tribal politics, this guy has impacted everyone. The who is you in Kalenjin is already in politics. These guys are in bed and they are feasting on our taxes. Like, we could name a few of the things that President William Samoei Ruto promised us in his manifesto will be free, and as of today we are paying for them, or there are no things like that existing in the nation of Kenya. For example, we would speak of free laptops to the student, we would speak of free education. As we speak of today, education sector in this country has been the most affected by the current regime. As we speak of now, there is no money to pay the exams for the student who are set to undertake their form 4 exams, that is those are in 844 system, and those that are in KPSEA, there is no money to pay for their papers. The current university student in school who joined from 2023, there was no help to help them. They crumbled down the help that was used to facilitate the student to study, and they brought the new funding model of the university, which does not work at all. They brought down the health sector. They destroyed the NHIF. They brought for us the SHA, which, as we speak now, it's a mess. It's not working. They went ahead. President William Samoei Ruto and his KK government went ahead to rob Kenyans of their own sweat and their own money that they have earned through working. That is, he has gone ahead to tax off the affordable housing program, which we were promised for free in the Kenya Kwanza manifesto during the campaigns in 2022. So we are asking, Mr. President William Samoei Ruto, you are saying that you cannot hand over power to a person who has no plan other than kicking you out of government. We are saying that the 90% of the problems that we are facing as the people of Kenya have been brought by the current regime led by you. So you either like it or not, whoever will come into office, he will not even wait for you to hand over power. He will be duly elected by the people, for the people, and from the people. And that will be the leader of the nation. I would like to hear your views on these guys. Leave a comment on the comment section, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Janjala Mjini KE. Let's meet on our next video.